news, big stories. I told you, stay tuned on here because it's going to be completely crazy busy. And stay tuned also in the next hours because it's going to be a big evening, a big night. In the morning there is going to be more. So get ready because we are entering into crucial stages of the summer transfer window. So subscribe, be part of the family, like this video, turn on the notification bell, activate the notifications because it's really gonna be crazy. Let me start with the breaking news of the moment while I'm recording this video. Ferran Torres to Paris Saint-Germain, it's a here we go. Deal done for a Spain hero in the World Cup final, the man who won the World Cup final against Argentina with that goal and now leaving Barcelona and joining Paris Saint-Germain. Deal done between PSG and Barca for 50 million euros. This is going to be the transfer fee. Ferran has the authorization to travel to Paris for medical test and contract signing. Verbal agreement reached tonight between 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐆, Sporting Director of Barcelona, and Luis Campos, Sporting Director of Paris Saint-Germain. Ferran Torres already made clear days ago that he only wanted to go to PSG despite many possibilities, negotiate a new contract at Barca, other clubs also interested in England and in Spain, but Ferran wanted Paris Saint-Germain, wanted to find again the opportunity to work with Luis Enrique, and so Ferran Torres to Paris Saint-Germain is a here we go. Now confirmed, a big signing for PSG, and now we wait for the next formal steps on this one, but for sure one of the stories of the summer. More to say, guys, on Barcelona. Here in Italy it's 8:15, and while I'm recording this video, PM of course, so while I'm recording this video, what I can tell you is that Barcelona are also working hard on the Rodri deal. So the conversations are ongoing, underway. And as I keep telling you guys, and it's really important this point, this is not a traditional negotiation. So if you see reports coming from other countries saying that they bid this, they reject that, they bid this, they reject that, it's not exactly like this. This is a verbal conversation, it's a direct negotiation. When Barcelona are indicating a number and Manchester City are saying this is not enough. But this is not a traditional negotiation, sending official bids and receiving a yes or no. So it's a continuous exchange because Manchester City understand that Rodri wants to go to Barcelona. So Barca tonight are confident, even more than yesterday, even more than 2 days ago, when they were already optimistic and confident. I always told you, Barcelona are super confident, now even more. Barcelona are working on that, new contacts today. Barca hope to get the green light as soon as possible from Man City. 60 million euros will not be enough. They want more from City. They indicate 80 million euros. Barca hope that they can find halfway the solution and they can close the deal for Rodri. But the negotiations are absolutely underway and the optimism remains. So let's follow the Rodri situation in the next hours. Today we close the chapter for Ferran Torres, which is a here we go. More to say, guys, on Manchester City, exclusive story. If you are a friend here of the YouTube channel, you woke up with a video, and in the video I told you, Manchester City are about to sell 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐆 to 𝐿-क़adsiya, the team in Saudi Arabia, the team where several players are playing. Nacho, for example, Aubameyang was there before returning in Europe. Now there is Matteo Retegui from the Italian national team. So there are many important players. And the next one is going to be 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐵. Exclusive story. There were 0 links, and now the deal is done because 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐵 didn't train today with Manchester City because he has an agreement as well. Reinders has accepted. Reinders said yes despite interest at the beginning of the window from Newcastle. Newcastle wanted to include Reinders in the negotiation for Tonali to Manchester City when City wanted Tonali, but Tonali wanted to go to Tottenham. And so in that case was already over with Newcastle in June. Then Nottingham Forest in July, trying for 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐵, but no agreement with the player and no agreement with Manchester City. Today, agreement 𝐿-क़adsiya, Manchester City for Reinders, 61 million euros. This is the transfer fee. Agreement also with the player for a big contract. It's going to be very big financially. Today, Tijani didn't train with Manchester City because he's going to travel very soon to Saudi. Tijani already said goodbye to his teammates and is set to go to Saudi and sign for 𝐿-क़adsiya. So extra money for Manchester City. Many of you ask me, what's going to be the impact on Enzo Fernandez? Guys, I think for Enzo, we will do a final point of the situation tonight. So stay tuned on the video, for today. Then we have to see what happens tomorrow. Chelsea deadline is tomorrow, you know that, I told you yesterday. As of today, guys, as of now, while it's almost 9 p.m. In Italy, there is still nothing on the Chelsea table, no official bids, but any moment this story could change. So let's stay tuned. As of today, still no big breaking news on Enzo Fernandez. But again, when there is a deadline and when a deal is coming to the very end, we have to be attentive every single minute, every single second. Manchester City, more to say, another player not training today is Savinho, the Brazilian winger. The official version coming out of Manchester City is Savinho is ill. Savinho is not feeling well. And we respect that, guys. We absolutely respect that. What I say is that sometimes, and it's not to go against clubs or against anyone, it's just to tell you without filters the situation. Sometimes it's very curious that players feel ill while they want a transfer. Because for Jan Diomande, they told you Jan Diomande is ill. Jan Diomande can't train because he's ill. But Jan Diomande wanted to go to Real Madrid. And Savinho wants to go to Tottenham. Savinho has an agreement with Tottenham on personal terms. Savinho is waiting and hoping that Manchester City and Tottenham can reach an agreement. But we also have to respect Man City. And Man City, as of today, are still not giving the green light for Savinho transfer. At the moment, Manchester City are not accepting Tottenham bid. So the negotiations continue, the talks continue, but Savinho has a clear desire. He wants to be a Tottenham player. So now it's on Man City and Tottenham to see if they can strike a deal and close this negotiation. Let's follow these situations. Just quickly, guys, on midfielders, Carlos Mac Allister, who is the father of Alexis Mac Allister, of course, the midfielder from the Argentinian national team and from Liverpool, also speaks to We Know Sports and says Alexis will stay at Liverpool. We have not discussed any possibility of him leaving the club this summer. So the message is that Mac Allister will stay at Liverpool from his father, directly from his father. So at the moment, guys, despite many links with Man City and with more clubs, the expectation is for this one to be quiet. Defenders, before we move into the final stages of our video, Benoit Badiashile has authorization from Chelsea to travel for medical test and contract signing at Napoli. Club-to-club agreement done. Now Napoli are working on the final paperwork. It's still not signed, so let's see until the end. But verbal agreement done. Napoli-Chelsea, 3 million euros loan fee, 1 million euros add-ons, and then 27 million euros buy option clause for Badiashile to leave Chelsea and join Napoli on loan with buy option. So this is the deal for the French defender. Cuti Romero traveling tonight with his agent to Madrid tomorrow, medical test and contract signing at Atletico Madrid, 40 million euros package add-ons included with 15% sell-on clause. Jet Spence traveling tonight to Italy, Milano, to have his medical tomorrow with Inter, 40 million euros is the number for Romero, 35 million euros is the package for Jet Spence, so these are the two sales for Tottenham Hotspur. And then Mika Götze, guys, another exclusive story from 2 weeks ago. Mika Götze is getting closer to Paris Saint-Germain. Negotiations are going very well. Today, new contacts, Paris Saint-Germain, Ajax. My understanding is that PSG are willing to increase their bid to try get the deal done. And so Mika Götze to Paris Saint-Germain is getting closer. Also this one. So let's follow all these crazy stories, guys. Stay tuned as always. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell